සරසරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
රටවල් 20ක් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ ඇතුළත අභිබවලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ පාපන්දු ශේෂ්ත්‍රය අපිට විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක්. තව මෙතනත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ආසියාවේ හොඳම කණ්ඩායම් බවට පත් වෙන්න අපි උත්සාහ දරමින් ඉන්නවා.
අපි දිනමු ජය ගමන පෙරට අපි දිනමු
ක්‍රීඩකයන් අතර පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාව ජනප්‍රිය කරන්න අපි විශාල උත්සාහයක් ගනිමින් ඉන්නවා.
සරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
අපිට මේ අවුරුද්දේ අපි උත්සාහ ගන්න ඊළඟට අපිට එන දකුණු ආසියානු පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ කුසලානය දිනා ගන්න අපි තරඟ කරන්න තමයි අපි සැලසුම් කරන්නේ. අවුරුදු 31කට පස්සේ අපි මේ උත්සාහය ගන්න. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 31කින් කුසලානය ජයග්‍රහණය කළා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩසටහන් ගණනාවක් හදලා තියෙනවා.
දිනමු හැම බන්දු පාපන්දු දිනමු 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 නැත වේග නැත වාද රට දිනන තැනට හැමදේම
finds a pass. Here's an opportunity. What a shot! And Leon Barrera racks the network for the home side in what was an absolutely beautiful move for Sri Lanka. Sam Duran down this left flank, running into space, squares it, and what an assist! Oh, what a play!
Went through the first 40. Silva making a break in the corner, drives it in the middle,
And that's the first goal. It's Raja Mohan.
The 2-goal cushion will really put Chinese Taipei out of this tie. And once again now, De Silva, as we mentioned about that 2-goal cushion.
Here's Swazik driving that in. That's the third goal for Sri Lanka.
From range, and that's been the kind of day, but Kellogg makes no mistake to give for Sri Lanka.
has a shot, and that's the first goal.
You are our family and we are your family. This family together, we need to take this game forward that the country went through in 2022 in terms of economy, in terms of business, education, Aragalaya. Then again, we went through a suspension period. So lots of hardship. But one thing we had in common was we were together. Whatever the differences we had in the past or in football, when it come to football, when it come to federation, when it come to governance, we all of us were united together. We fought against the suspension. We fought against the interference. We fought against political involvements, but all 67 we were together. This unity is something that makes us different from all other sports. We have 78 sports, I think, in the country registered, but we are so much of different. We are different from other sports because when it comes to important matters, national matters, government matters, we are together. This is the only way our game, our country's football can go forward. Sometimes we'll have differences, sometimes we'll have opinions, sometimes we'll have elections. It doesn't matter. We can have our own opinion. You can choose whoever you want. That's different. But when we are together, if you want to protect our game, if you want to take our game, we are one family.
Red Star is set to take on Blue Star in what looks like a Kaluthara derby. And if we are into match number 12 of week 3, and this tournament has only been providing some good football in action for us. Yesterday, Renown smashed 10 goals, and the goals in this tournament has been at a phenomenally high rate. The weather today looks less sunny, and the heat is still 29 degrees though, but there is a bit of humidity at 75% and a bit of wind, but I don't think it will change too much over the course of this game. The points table, it looks like this. Renown, after yesterday's win, move to the top of the table with Upcountry Lions and Seahawks set to face off on Tuesday, while the only other team as the fourth unbeaten team is Colombo FC. Blue Star and Red Star, the two teams going head to head today. Blue Star in 5th place while Red Star in 9th place. Red Star yet to record a victory, while the Blue Star team, they did manage one win and a loss, that too to Upcountry Lions, who has been in sublime form. Blue Eagles defenders Niv Young, and at the foot of the table it's Ratnam with having considered 10 goals and are yet to get off the mark. Neither have scored a goal during this season. I have Navod with me in the combox. Navod, a Kaluthara derby, I'm sure it will be a canny encounter.
Yes, indeed. The form goes off in this sort of derbies. Blue Star against Red Star. As we have Colombo versus Ratnam on Monday, that's tomorrow. And on Tuesday we have Seahawks against Upcountry. Should be an exciting match. Seahawks against Upcountry on Tuesday, 4th of August and 5th of August. The 5th and final match of week 3, Blue Eagles against Defenders. All of them are kicking off at 4 p.m. here at the Sukatadasa Stadium.
I think now the Seahawks versus Upcountry Lions will be the game of the week to watch out for. Both teams coming in unbeaten and will no doubt look to carry that form through.
Yes, indeed. Both teams have shown early promise. Still early days in the Super League 2026. We will have the first 3. We've already had the first 3 weeks. Finishing up, we will have 9 weeks of football to start things off, and then the top 6 will play 2 rounds to decide the winner, and the bottom 4 will play 1 round to see who will be relegated and who will have the chance of staying on top for next season. Red Star, of course, having lost to Upcountry last week, will definitely be eyeing a victory, and what better way to get against the stars from Blue Star, Kaluthara. And Blue Star, after losing to Upcountry in week 1, bounced back with a big win last week. So I think both teams eyeing this crucial encounter. And this derby energized even more with the two brothers being the head coaches of Blue Star and Red Star. Mohammad Ramiz, the younger brother, the head coach of Red Star and Blue Stars, Hamza Hassan, the head coach of Blue Star, both of whom did represent Blue Star in their playing career and also the Sri Lanka national team as well. So a lot of history.
Certainly. So we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with the team news and the kickoff on the other side.
පාපන්දුව අපිට විශේෂයි. 2023 වෙනකොට අපි හිටියේ පාපන්දු ලෝක ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම වල 206 වෙනි ස්ථානයේ. අපි දැන් 187 වෙනි ස්ථානය දක්වා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සරසරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
රටවල් 20ක් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ ඇතුළත අභිබවලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ පාපන්දු ශේෂ්ත්‍රය අපිට විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක්. තව මෙතනත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ආසියාවේ හොඳම කණ්ඩායම් බවට පත් වෙන්න අපි උත්සාහ දරමින් ඉන්නවා.
අපි දිනමු ජය ගමන පෙරට අපි දිනමු
ක්‍රීඩකයන් අතර පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාව ජනප්‍රිය කරන්න අපි විශාල උත්සාහයක් ගනිමින් ඉන්නවා. අපිට මේ අවුරුද්දේ අපි උත්සාහ ගන්න ඊළඟට අපිට එන දකුණු ආසියානු පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ කුසලානය දිනා ගන්න අපි තරඟ කරන්න තමයි අපි සැලසුම් කරන්නේ. අවුරුදු 31කට පස්සේ අපි මේ උත්සාහය ගන්න. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 31කින් කුසලානය ජයග්‍රහණය කළා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩසටහන් ගණනාවක් හදලා තියෙනවා.
බන්දු පාපන්දු දිනමු 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 නැත වේද නැත වාද රට දිනන තැනට හැමදේම
finds a pass. Here's an opportunity. What a shot! And Leon Barrera wrecks the network for the home side in what was an absolutely beautiful move for Sri Lanka. Sam Duran down this left flank, running into space, squares it, and what an assist! Oh, what a play!
Went through the first 40. Silva making a break in the corner, drives it in the middle,
And that's the first goal. It's Raja Mohan.
The 2-goal cushion will really put Chinese Taipei out of this tie. And once again now, De Silva, as we mentioned about that 2-goal cushion.
Here's Swazik driving that in. That's the third goal for Sri Lanka.
And that's been the kind of day, but Kellogg makes no mistake to give for Sri Lanka.
Here's a shot, and that's the first goal. Welcome back to this live action from Sugatadasa. The two teams are making their way out from the dugouts as we are moments away from kicking off this encounter. A derby between two teams from Kalutara, and incidentally coached by two brothers as well. Plenty of bragging rights up for grabs between the two teams as the players make their way out and will no doubt be hoping to shine against four from their hometown. The youngsters with the Sri Lanka Football Federation flag, as we see a bit of wind in the middle, but we'll be hoping that that will soon pass off as this crunch encounter between Red Star and Blue Star will kick off in a few moments. Red Star coming in following a massive defeat in their previous game and will be adamant to bounce back, while Blue Star, well, they too lost their first game against Upcountry Lions, but have bounced back with a 3-1 victory against Blue Eagles and will be looking to build on the momentum that they have. Red Star still goalless after two games and are in search of that first goal, which will no doubt help them with their confidence. Chatura Maduranga will be the man in charge of this game. He'll have quite a bit with the officiating duties and is assisted by Buddhika Dias and Hiranta Piumal as the two teams take their group picture, and then it will be the starting 11. Both sides, as I mentioned earlier, have lost to Upcountry, And the Lions, well, their dominance is underlined by that those two wins, as they scored 13 goals. And well, boy oh boy, what a start they are having. Blue Star will look to their forward Alexei. As Jerry, the skipper from Blue Star, is in all readiness. One massive unit is going up against Dilshan, Shamod Dilshan from Red Star, who is their skipper. Both players, two massive units. Shifan. Well, there you go. The match officials, Chatura Madhur Angarada, beg your pardon, is the man in charge with Dias and Piumal assisting him from the touchlines, as the fourth official is Taranga Pushpakumar. The two lineups. First up, Red Star. They have made two changes from their previous game, with Mohammed and Ajmer coming in. Metahan, Chamod Dilshan the skipper, Farhat, Ijaz, Badran, Supun Dhananjay, Ajmer, Jerome, Mubarak the keeper, and Andrew Dilakshan will round off that team with the head coach Mohammed Ramis. For Blue Star, we have Pereira, Nusir, Fahir, Shueb, Lairu, Tarak, Shifan, Lianage, Izaz, Kofi, Frankie, and the skipper Jerry, who will be coached by Hamza Hassan. As we mentioned earlier, the two brothers set to go head to head, as the two teams battle it out for bragging rights in Kaludara. Blue Star, of course, in blue, while Red Star in their customary red outfit. Mubarak, that was, as the game is kicked off by Blue Star, and they will no doubt be hoping for a bit of momentum as they look to build on from that 3-1 victory in their previous game against Blue Eagles. Early possession, but unable to make anything out of that, Navod, as the two teams will no doubt be hoping to get some early momentum in this game.
Yes, the first 10-15 minutes will be crucial, especially in that midfield area. Fahir Ali. Tackle from behind on Supun Dhananjay. Lahiru Tarak Silva back in the starting lineup. He did not start against Upcountry in their last game. Was a first half inclusion. Red Star. Gain another foul. Izaz. Slight elbow to the side of the head. Jerry on baby. Unable to clear that first line of defense. Jerry was an integral part when Blue Star secured the first ever Super League back in 2021. Crowd still building up here at the Sugatadasa. Fire. Ronaldo flirting with danger is Blue Star. Talking about crowds, if this was played at the one in Fernando in Kalitara, there's no doubt stadium would have been jam-packed. Fire with the throw-in. Crunching tackle. Jaws. Here's Jerry. Blue Star will have the throw in. Holding the ball up well is Jerry Ombebe. Hounded by 3. Fire against Chamo Dilshan. Kofi Konadu trying to find Jerry on that left. The pass having a bit too much weight behind it. Cross from his right into the box, takes a shot. Cannot keep the ball down. Lianage the man. First real sighter, the 6th minute. Falling for Blue Star. They've had quite a bit of the possession in the first 6 minutes. Supundananje. Konadu to Shifan, who cuts back in. Supundananje coming back in defense. Supundananje unable to keep that ball in. Be a throw in for Blue Star. They take it quickly. Taraka Silva. Shuheb. Long ball over the defense. Mubarak. Samad Dilshan coming way off his lines in his centre back position. Ijaz sends the ball up front. Diego Pereira comes out and collects it. Good communication between his defender Kofi Konadu. Here's Shifan against Musat Kim. Red Star comes away with it. Jaram. Badran. Back to Dilshan. Jerry steals that ball. Shifan on the edge of the box. Mubarak comes in. It will be a corner. Mubarak was led to the danger. I think that last touch, Romario, was a tad too far, wasn't it?
It's good to see Jerry playing a bit further ahead from where we expected him to start, and so is Chamo Dilshan for the Red Stars. Usually a centre back, but he too seems to be playing a bit ahead of it. Taraka was the player trying to get that ball into the area, but just had a bit too much on it as it was defended. Ijaz a bit over eager there as he bundles down Metahan.
That was the second time that Izaz have been a bit overzealous. Shifan. Frankie. Lienage takes a shot. Deflection of Badran. And the second corner of the game for Blue Star.
They did really well to open up that defense, and Jerry's run across surely attracted a few defenders. Now Lienage teasing it in, but Mubarak does very well. Too casual there again by Musatkin. Coming in, he will no doubt be hoping to impress, because he did not start last weekend's game against the second week's game against Upcountry. Unfortunately, again, another displaced pass there by the Blue Stars, but the team in red unable to hold on to possession for too long. Cross coming in low, doesn't really bother the defensive line. Frankie controlling things at the back as Lienege is found on the right. Some good footwork there. Find Lienege again, and now Frankie getting the ball into the danger area, looking for Jerry. However, just not enough on that pass, not enough weight on that pass, as the keeper was able to convincingly reach it. Chamod Dilshan trying to pick out a pass, manages to do so, but the pressure coming in. Here's a lovely through pass. Will he be able to reach it? Yes, he can. That's Supun Dhananjaya. Gets the cross in, header coming in, but just off target. That's a first chance for Jerome and for Red Star. Well worked, but I think that deflection from Kofi in front of him put him off now.
Yes, their first foray into the opposition penalty box, and it has taken them 14 minutes. But a very good chance. Unfortunately for them, Jerome could not hit that ball goalwards. Jerry against Dilshan. Once again, Supun Dhananjaya steals the ball off Fahir Ali. Getting the better of Ali on a couple of occasions. Supun Dhananjaya rather. Over eager was Lahiru Silva. Dhananjaya, neat cross in. It needed Udayanga Pereira's diving clearance.
Get it into the box. Chamod Dilshan it was, as Sunday Jerome tried to put it back on target, but just unable to do so. The tide slowly but surely shifting, and now gifted to Supun Dhananjaya. Will he make the Blue Stars pay for it? Unfortunately, a bit too much on the touch again. Should have looked to get it into the box a bit earlier rather than running on to holding on and running on with the ball, but wasn't able to do so. Jerry. Both teams just feeling their way into this game. Into the 17th minute we go. Looking for support. Running, and it looks like he has been brought down illegally. That's the first booking of the evening. Badran, he sees yellow for that effort on Frankie Navod.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Frankie does well. The hand over the shoulder. And Badran knew he was beaten. and trying to pull himself back on level terms, committing that foul. I think one of the easiest decisions Chatura Maduranga would make this evening.
Indicating that it was his second. Now it will be Jerry with his left foot looking to swing it in towards the goal. Five men in the box, in fact 6 now. Jerry goes on target and draws the save from Mubarak. Well, by the looks of it, I thought he had to save it. But on second viewing, I think it just graced the crossbar now.
Yes, indeed. A far better delivery than his first free kick. And almost getting the opener for Blue Star. Rattling the crossbar and going out. Frankie putting a cross in. Hamza Hassan giving some instructions to his Blue Star players as they win the ball. Lianage. Frankie inside the box. Metahan getting an all-important touch to it. Lianage once again looking for a cross. Metahan comes in between.
Twenty minutes has zoomed past as both teams have had their fair share of chances, but neither able to find the back of the net. Both teams are lacking a bit of fluency as well, and that has hampered their progression now.
Yes, I think neither team has still got into their groove as Chamud Dilshan loses possession. Frankie puts in a cross in. It's Muhammad Izaz who nearly got on the end of it. A desperate lunge. Shifan again trying to find outdoor Frankie. Fahir, Ijaz, Dhananjay, Jerem. Dhananjay not able to keep that ball in.
Battling hard there, Jerry, but unable to win the ball. Now Dilshan, the skipper, playing it out wide, but some good defensive play coming in by Shoaib for the Blue Stars. Still though, under the pump. As Chamod Dilshan, his teammate, gets across in. But again, Sunday Jerome unable to get enough power behind it. Shifan though, he has been running his boots off. As another good pass there, but unfortunately just a bit too much on it. Great idea there by Jerry, looking for Lienage. Teaser. Here's Jerome taking the shot, and the keeper is called to make his first save of the evening. Layoff coming in by the Red Star player, hoping for Supun Dhananjay to come on to the end of it, but unfortunately too much on it, as we see that replay now.
Yeah, you would expect Udayanga Pereira to have his near post covered, and he did exactly that. Jerem would have been better off going for the far post. As we go into the hydration break, two opportunities falling for Red Star in the first 23 odd minutes. One to Asandra Jerem, both of them rather falling to Jerem. But in terms of position and territory, it has been Blue Star a lot of the way. But neither team making any impact in the first 23 minutes. This was that early opportunity for Jerem. That was the last real one. A couple of the chances fell to Blue Star as well. Lienage firing it wide. This one needed good cover tackle from Mushatkin, and this was the best of it from Jerry Ombebe, rattling the crossbar. Chamod Dilshan's promotion to the midfield still haven't paid dividends for Red Star. He did play as a midfielder when he was playing for St. Benedict's. But most of his last few years have been playing as a centre back for club and country. Maybe a reason why with Jerry having a crucial role for Blue Star in midfield. Here's Dhananjay, who has switched wings after the break. Nice little 1-2 on the edge of the box. Able to go past Shoaib.
Finding his teammate as a shot is taken, but well and truly over the crossbar. Red Star coming off, coming flying from that hydration break, and another through delivery. Here's the teaser as an opportunity, but it goes begging as some good defensive work there by Nusar. A teaser it was, and he did really well to put off Supun Dhananjay. Had he not intervened, it would have been quite a clear-cut opportunity now for Supun Dhananjay.
Definitely a very teasing ball right in between the defense and the goalkeeper from Ajmer. And Nuzair rather, thought his goalkeeper Udayanga Pereira had it all covered. It was called upon the very last moment to put in that block on Supun Dhananjay. Shifan taking out Mustaqim. Nowhere near. And certainly lucky not to get a yellow.
Flying in there was Shifan. But now, slowly but surely, Red Star coming into the game. Jerry thought he had won that ball successfully, but the referee thought otherwise.
And to Dilakshan the man. Dilakshan certainly had Jerry's shirt, jersey, but if we get the foul on the other end. Coming off the back of Shifan. Like Ajmer, was it? Yes, the number 21, Mohammad Ajmer. And after that hydration break, it has all been Red Star. And Romario, how many times we've seen that, especially in the World Cup, one team dominating before the hydration break, and after the break, it's the other team who has bounced back.
Certainly we have, it only takes a couple of minutes for the tide to turn, and for about 23 minutes it was all Blue Star, but now suddenly their opponents in red seem to be getting back into this game. As you can see, the 50-50 chances as well going their way now. Ajmer trying to get that cross in, cut back, but the defense was up to the task. Nusair, in fact it was Lahiru Tarak getting the header in. Just unable to find the ball through as Frankie battles and dispossesses his opponents, but again the ball somehow seems to be landing at the foot of the players in red. Now Dilshan trying to get that tease in, cross in, but The second ball is collected by Taraka. Referee says nothing on as Chamod Dilshan strays offside, coming back rather from an offside position. He wasn't onside when that pass was made. A bit of relief though for Blue Star. Kofi finding Jerry. As he receives it again. Now playing the winger inside. Here's an opportunity, but again Shifan's second touch letting him down. Not for the first time in this evening, Navod. I think he'll be quite disappointed with that.
Yeah, I think he was caught in two minds whether to cross the ball or take the shot. You could see a slight change in body position to put in across, then changes his mind. One of the two marquee players for Blue Star. And the 23 takes a shot. Comes off his skipper, Jerry Obebe. Overcast conditions here at the stadium. Perfect conditions if you'd ask the players.
Certainly after a few days of hot sun, I think these conditions are the as pleasant as it gets without too much rain. Udyangu Pereira searching for Jerry. Chamod Dilshan. Reverse pass coming in as Jerome tries to wriggle his way through. Unable to do so. Lianege being sandwiched there between the two Red Star players. Andrew Dilaction was not too pleased, but here's another opportunity coming in for Shifan. But again, Musat Kim was up to the task, keeping his opposite number under wraps. Jerry's tease in delivery. Got a bit of a piece of it did Chamod. Lianege crossing it in, but again the two centre backs dealing with it on that occasion. One stopping the ball and the other clearing it out. So chances are plentiful now as the two sets of players tire as the half-time break draws close. Both sets of coaches barking out instructions to their team. Nusair throwing the ball in, falls on it but recovers. Frankie gets it back, plays it through. Lianege gets the cross in and oh dear, just does not connect. Does Mohammad Ijaz rather. He had the goal at his mercy, Navod.
Yep. For the second time, a desperate lunge. Yes, it was in an awkward position, but you'd expect that to be converted from that position, especially from a forward.
He maybe could have gone with his head rather than trying to lunge so high. But again, the second time of asking as well, not the best of crossers from the corner. Crowds filling in as they are enjoying the game between the two local rivals from Kalutara. Red Star have gone about 130 minutes yet and have not found the back of the net in the tournament. They will no doubt be desperate to do so, but it's a good run, unfortunately unable to find support.
Sunday Jerome releases Supundananja on the edge of the box. Farhat. Here's Andrew Dilakshan on his left. Cross in. Shamar Dilshan. Nope. It's Blue Stars Kofi Kanadu who comes in between that pass and Chamar Dilshan. Jazz sends that ball towards Jerome. Ajmer against Fahir. Cross. Here's it. Shamar Dilshan. Wonderful turn. Cuts back in. Goes out. His effort again blocked. Farhat. Back to Dilshan. Nice little 1-2. Supun Dhananjay. Towards the byline. Cross. It's Udayanga Pereira. Gets to the ball first. Audo Frankie. No one there in support. But here comes Blue Star. Frankie on the edge of the box takes a shot. Wide of the far post. Didn't have any venom behind it as well.
Just unable to connect. Jerome playing in the winger from the right, gets across low. Here's an opportunity and that's the first goal. And Supun Dhananjay, well, how much he deserved that. He was no doubt the player of this first 41 minutes in this game. And the ball trickled to his foot. And well, boy oh boy, he could not have missed that opportunity. And that's the first goal for Red Star in this game and in this Super League as well, and how relieved they might be. Jerome did extremely well to attract the defenders, and once everyone missed it, well, it was only coming to Supun Dhananjaya, and he made no mistake. Well deserved, you could say, Navod, because he was doing all the running down this right wing before the hydration break, moved to the left, and he finds the back of the net.
Yes, a wonderful goal for Red Star. Shifan keeps the ball in on the edge of the box. Goes down. It'll be a goal kick. And I initially thought that opportunity was lost when Asande wasn't able to convert. But Supun Dhananjaya coming on his left, all alone, hammering that ball into the goal. Especially good work done by Mohammad Ajmer as well to put in that teasing cross. He has been doing that, Romario, putting in those teasing crosses. This time it had worked.
Indeed, he was doing it throughout this 44 minutes, just no takers. And at that time, there was Supun Dhananjaya find himself at the right place at the right time, and the ball, it just trickled through to him. They say you make your own luck, and well, Supun Dhananjaya has done that. He worked extremely hard, and he found the back of the net as well. And as we see the fourth official signaling for 4 minutes to be added on, that very well might be the only goal of this first half. Jerry lobbing it over. Has been running all evening as Shifan, and he continues to do so. But a bit of concern in sight on the face of Hamza Hassan. His half-time conversation will drastically change, having going down 1-0. Lairu finding Dhananjaya, playing it through to the forward, trying to return the ball was Izaz, but just left it behind. Now Supun Dhananjaya brimming with confidence down that left wing. There seems to be quite a bit of space left for him as well. Still Supun Dhananjaya, again another tease in delivery into the box, cutting it back, but the keeper finds himself in the dark places, Udang Pereira, and wins a free kick as well for his troubles, Navod.
Yeah, the pace of Supun Dhananjaya causing a lot of trouble for Blue Star. Crunching tackle from behind, and yes, definitely so. A yellow card. It was a two-footed channel. It was a two-footed challenge, if you can see that replay. A horrible one, even though he may have taken the ball. Both feet off the ground, Romario. On any other day, it would have been a red card. Because one thing you need to be careful of is whether you get the ball or not. You need to be careful of your opponent as well.
Udayanga Perera doing extremely hard to search for that foul, but Chatura Maduranga, the referee, not buying it. Jerry does really well to hold off Ajmer. Well, drastic size difference between the two players. Fahir to the yellow carded Shuaib. Tries to find his teammate, but doesn't really manage to do so. As that brings this first half to an end. Game number 12. And it's Red Star who go in to Lemons with a solitary goal lead, thanks to Supun Dhananjaya, who has been playing immaculately well throughout the whole of this first half. Started on the right wing, shifted to the left,
the score at halftime
and
is
finds himself
Red Star
adding the
1,
finishing
Blue
touch
Star
to
0.
Mohammad Ajmer's low tease in delivery across the goalkeeper. As we go in to half-time, it's Red Star 1, Blue Star 0, and we have everything left to play for in the second 45 minutes. These are a few of the highlights that caught the eye during that first 45. It was Blue Star who started off better out. They had quite a few opportunities, but were unable to make use out of it. Shifan, he had chance after chance running on with speed. So did Jerome, but Udayanga Perera, he did extremely well. That was the first booking for Badran on the 17th minute mark. Jerry struck the crossbar. An opportunity went begging. Not at just one end, but both. Jerome thought he had found the back of the net until this tease in delivery went past the keeper. Well, not that one, but a few minutes later. Blue Star continued to press and find opportunities, but lacked the finishing product. And this was the chance where Supun Dhananjaya added the finishing touch to Ajmer's low tease-in cross. Dhananjaya thought he set up Jerome for their second, but that was that. As the first half comes to an end, Red Star leading 1-0 against Blue Star. We'll be going for a quick commercial break and be back with second half action on the other side.
පාපන්දුව අපිට විශේෂයි. 2024 වෙනකොට අපි හිටියේ පාපන්දු ලෝක ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම වල 206 වෙනි ස්ථානයේ. අපි දැන් 187 වෙනි ස්ථානය දක්වා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සරසරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
රටවල් 20ක් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ ඇතුළත අභිබවලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ පාපන්දු ශේෂ්ත්‍රය අපිට විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක්. තව මෙතනත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ආසියාවේ හොඳම කණ්ඩායම් බවට පත් වෙන්න අපි උත්සාහ දරමින් ඉන්නවා.
අපි දිනමු ජය ගමන පෙරට අපි දිනමු
ක්‍රීඩකයන් අතර පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාව ජනප්‍රිය කරන්න අපි විශාල උත්සාහයක් ගනිමින් ඉන්නවා.
සරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
අපිට මේ අවුරුද්දේ අපි උත්සාහ ගන්න ඊළඟට අපිට එන දකුණු ආසියානු පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ කුසලානය දිනා ගන්න අපි තරඟ කරන්න තමයි අපි සැලසුම් කරන්නේ. අවුරුදු 31කට පස්සේ අපි මේ උත්සාහය ගන්න. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 31කින් කුසලානය ජයග්‍රහණය කළා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩසටහන් ගණනාවක් හදලා තියෙනවා.
දිනමු හැම බන්දු පාපන්දු දිනමු 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 නැත වේග නැත වාද රට දිනන තැනට හැමදේම
finds a pass. Here's an opportunity. What a shot! And Leon Barrera wrecks the network for the home side in what was an absolutely beautiful move for Sri Lanka. Sam Duran down this left flank, running into space, squares it, and what an assist! Oh, what a play!
Went through the first 40. Silva making a break in the corner, drives it in the middle, and that's the first goal.
It's Raja Mohan. The 2-goal cushion will really put Chinese Taipei out of this tie. And once again now, De Silva, as we mentioned about that 2-goal cushion.
Here's Swazik driving that in. That's the third goal for Sri Lanka.
From range, and that's been the kind of day, but Kellogg makes no mistake to to give for Sri Lanka.
Here's a shot, and that's the first goal.
You are our family and we are your family. This family together, we need to take this game forward that the country went through in 2022 in terms of economy, in terms of business, education, Aragalaya. Then again, we went through a suspension period. So lots of hardship. But one thing we had in common was we were together. Whatever the differences we had in the past or in football, when it come to football, when it come to federation, when it come to governance, we all of us were united together. We fought against the suspension. We fought against the interference. We fought against political involvements, but all 67 we were together. This unity is something that makes us different from all other sports. We have 78 sports, I think, in the country registered, but we are so much of different. We are different from other sports because when it comes to important matters, national matters, government matters, we are together. This is the only way our game, our country's football can go forward. Sometimes we'll have differences, sometimes we'll have opinions, sometimes we'll have elections. Doesn't matter. We can have our own opinion. You can choose whoever you want, that's different. But when we are together, if you want to protect our game, if you want to take our game, we are one family.
Welcome back to this second half from Sugadadasa. It's Red Star playing against Blue Star, a Kaluthara derby, and it is the team in red currently sitting 1 goal to the good at the end of the first 45. But I'm sure the Blue Star team will no doubt be eager to bounce back and make it their second win in this competition. For Red Star, this is their first goal that they have scored throughout this Super League tournament, and they will no doubt be relieved to have gotten that first goal. And what a time it came of Supun Dhananjaya. It was a great first 45 minutes rather, for the red half of Kaluthara. And now the team in blue will no doubt be looking to bounce back, as changes by the looks of it are being made. So 2 changes for Blue Star, with Nuzair and Izaz rather being subbed off, as Hifni Ahmad and Alexei makes their way onto the field. For Red Star, by the looks of it, nothing is going to be changed, as they are hoping for more of the same in this second half. Bragging rights of Kalutara up for grabs, and just 45 minutes separating the two teams. Blue Star looking for their second win in this competition, while the red half will be hoping for their first. Red Star know that they will no doubt have to tighten up at the back. They have been providing a few opportunities to their opponents, but unfortunately for Blue Star, they have not been able to grab any of them and add the finishing touches. But now with Alexei coming on, they will no doubt be hoping for a bit of a change in fortunes with their striker Izaz having been subbed out. Jerome kicks off this second half as a tease in delivery. Comes down, Jerome getting the cross in, and early opportunity. Fire clears his lines as early as 45 or rather 20 seconds into this second half. The Red Star player goes into the book. Udayanga Pereira clearing his lines, looking for the support of the substitute. Chamo Dilshan, the skipper, trying to get a cross in, but unfortunately goes over the goal. Does that cross come short? But there's the confirmation of those two substitutions. Here's a substitute trying to find the player who is open, and what a save by Mubarak, rushing out, and well, Shifan is unable to find the back of the net, but what an impact by the player in that number 93 jumper Navod. Straight away playing in a tease in a lovely weighted delivery, and Shifan will be kicking himself for not finding the finishing touch there.
Lot of action in the first 2 minutes in the second half. Blue Star bringing in their big man Shesarin Alexei. Almost as tall as Red Star's Chamo Dilshan. Interesting to see how Blue Star will employ Alexei, being such a big man. Should be played as a target man up front for Blue Star. Here's Lianage. Jerry surrounded by a couple of defenders.
Supun Dhananjay, the goal scorer, finds Jerome looking for the return pass. Does find Supun Dhananjay. Now will he be able to pick out support? He does, but has the opportunity gone big in? Well, it had, but a deflected corner gives Red Star yet another chance. Good clearance there by Shoaib. Thankfully, it went out and not into the back of his own goal. Corner taken short. There's a bit of miscommunication there by the goalkeeper. Did not rush out to collect it. Farhat unable to find anyone in the box. However, Jerome salvages the ball. Great delivery there. Chamo Dilshan just unable to get his head around that delivery and guide it back. But there's a good opportunity now in this second half going begin.
Yes. Being one of the two tallest men in the park, Chamo Dilshan was unable to hit that ball goalwards. Here's Audo Frankie. Puts the ball inside. Red Star clears it. Lianage now on the right. Crunching tackle from Andrew Dilakshan. Pointing to the referee as well that he took the ball. Jerome. Shot. Frankie gets position back and loses the same goal. Chamo Dilshan. Chamo Dilshan haven't had the same impact in midfield as his head coach Mohammad Ramiz would have liked. Badran. Jerry. Lianage. Ball back with Jerry. Finds Frankie on the edge of the box. It's Metahan who goes down. No foul called. Be a throw in for the Blues. Alexei against Dilshan. Alexei turns. Red Star able to clear it away. Now here's Jerome going after the ball. Ganga Pereira. Rally.
Blue Star trying desperately to find that equalizer. Great delivery there again by Jerry. Unfortunately for Frankie. Good commitment by the player on the floor, that was Ijaz. Put his head between foot and ball and wins his team a free kick. Good commitment there by the defender. Tees in. Now Ijaz brings his man down and he finds himself going into the book. He will not be too pleased. Shifan tried to stay on his feet, but as he realized that the ball had got away from him, just went to the floor and won himself a free kick and a yellow card as well for his opponent.
Another one of those tackles in this game that was flirting with a red card. 2 feet off the ground.
So it will be Jerry with his left foot. He has quite a few tall timber to aim at. Dinks it in and beats everyone. But the flag goes up as Frankie got onto that ball. Offside, says the assistant referee. Quite a tough call there. Tough in the sense not on the player but to make such a decision. Frankie battling hard and stays on his feet. Still on his feet. Frankie trying to get that ball into the penalty area but just unable to do so. Here's Lairu wriggling his way, trying to find some space to get that cross in, but unable to do so. Now they do. And some good defensive play there by Chamod Dilshan and co. Means that they clear their lines, do Red Star. But now quite a bit of pressure coming from the team in blue. They know that they have to be the team scoring next. Jerry winning a corner. He too has pushed himself quite a bit far up the field, hoping for a bit of creativity. Lairu Taraka will be the man with the corner duties. 6 men in the box to aim at. Quite a bit of height as well. Header coming in again. Unfortunately for Mohammad Shifan, he's off target. Not the first time in this game and not the first time in this half as well. He has been a workhorse, has Shifan. Unfortunately, luck not going his way. Blue Star continuing to press and push. Lovely run there, finding Jerry. He dinks it forward, trying to get back. But the defender clears his lines. Does Metahan. Cross coming in and that too headed away towards safety. Frankie trying to find Lianage. He does so. Lianage cutting back inside. Now the substitute goes looking for Lianage. Trying to wriggle his way through. But Jerry unfortunately loses out. Jerome in the meantime has strayed offside. Asande Jerome. Now Kofi Takes it quickly. They are not going to delay anything. The Blue Stars. Chamod Dilshan picks the pocket of his opponent. Sunday Jerome wins it back. Plays his winger through. And just to keep the ball alive as support comes through the way of Ahmad, Hifni Ahmad. Lahiru. Bit of urgency for Blue Star. Through pass coming in. Here's Lianage trying to reach the delivery. Looking for the cutback. Now Shifan takes a shot with his left, but doesn't find it going through the defense as Red Star solid at the back, having scored that solitary goal. They are continue to defend quite deep and they are inviting pressure on themselves, but as of now 60 minutes in on the hour mark, they are still in with that single goal lead as the goal scorer Supun Dhananjaya tries to run down this near touchline, wins his team a throw. Badran unable to control that delivery. Lianage again. He'll be quite disappointed with how this game has gone, but he does well to track back on that occasion. Now Shifan gives it out to Lahiru. He finds Jerry, but his fancy old pass doesn't find his intended target. Now Frankie going a bit more deep, going looking for work. Is that forward with Alexia as well in their ranks. Frankie not on the same page as Jerry as they lose possession. Now the goal scorer Supun Dhananjaya lays it back and possession is lost. Badran, that was who hoiked it upfield. A hopeful delivery. Shifan keeping it in play. Blue Star have no doubt changed the tempo of their play as Jerry and Frankie seem to have switched position. Here's a chance and a good save. Alexei Jerry landed that delivery perfectly on the head of the forward and he did extremely well to put it towards the side it came from, but Mubarak does really well. Jerry for the second time at Askin puts it in. Frankie unable to direct it on target. Blue Star are pressing and pressing hard. Red Star under immense pressure. Jerry and Lianage. Now Jerry putting the ball into the box as much as possible. Looking for those big forwards. Here's another good delivery, but Metahan finds himself defending and defusing any threat. Blue Star still in search of that equalizer. Jerry, a tame shot. He will not be too pleased with that. As Mubarak, well, he has had a great game so far, with a few saves of his own. Jerome somehow wriggling and finding the ball, and Jerome, what a goal! He picks his spot and beats the keeper. Boy oh boy, what a finish, and what a way to double the Red Stars goal tally. We all thought the opportunity had gone begging, but Asande Jerome, he finds the top corner Navod. Look at that.
Winning that ball against two players, creating that space and just curling it in past Udayanga Pereira, diving Udayanga Pereira. There was no stopping that. And the celebration to equal that fantastic effort from Asande Jerome. Red Star 2-0 up in the 66th minute.
Catching the goalkeeper off guard was the forward, and he took it instantly, which left the
Goal for Red Star, jersey number 22, Sunday Jerome.
and now Blue Star into a deeper hole they find themselves going. Jerome again does really well to bother those defenders. Lianege somehow finds itself at the feet of Frankie as he receives it back, surveys his options. Now Jerry looking for the pass, lovely pass there. Unfortunately Frankie was crowded out and wasn't able to take that shot, unable to pull the trigger on that occasion. But this game has no doubt opened up. Plenty of pressure coming in by Blue Star. But Red Star as well, somehow finding themselves pouncing on the counter. As a very hopeful effort from Jerry finds the graceful grasp of Mubarak. Looking for the pass, and he finds his teammate Lianege, returns it. Now here's Frankie, but he has been a bit wasteful this evening. Received a couple of opportunities, did Frankie. Kicking out was Lahiru. This game is no doubt opening up, and the Blue Star wins the free kick. Held back was Shestrin Alexi. Here's an opportunity as the goalkeeper Mubarak was called into action again. Had to parry it over. Another tease in delivery. Did not take any risk, did the keeper. Jerry rushing to take it. He knows that time is against him and his team. Gets it in deep, headed away, kept in play by the substitute Ahmad as Frankie tries to find himself at the back of that cross, at the end of it rather. Lahiru being put under immense pressure, but he does really well to keep the ball in play. Now Frankie was taken out legally, says the referee, as Supun Dhananjaya running at his opponent, gets through, and well, decision time on the edge of the box. Supun Dhananjaya wins his team yet another free kick. Been pressing really hard are the Blue Stars, but they are being caught on the counter on a couple of occasions now.
Yeah, Supun Dhananjaya doing brilliant footwork. Correct call from Chatur Madhuranga. That was a close one. And whoever is taking this free kick needs to get the ball over the wall and under the crossbar. The shortest space. Here's Jerome, unable to curl that in at the far post.
Just on the brink of the hydration break, Jerome tried his utmost to curl it in, but missed by a whisk. However, Red Star will be no doubt the two happier of the teams, happier of the two teams rather. Blue Star, on the other hand, they pressed really hard at the beginning of this second half, but unfortunately unable to find that breakthrough, and now find themselves 2 goals behind. Fans with concerning sights on their face, concerning looks on their face rather. Both teams having a well-earned break. As you see a familiar face in the stands looking on, as we see a few opportunities that went by the Red Star team. This was the most recent. Jerome thought he had his second, but unfortunately the ball not curling enough. Blue Star, on the other hand, they tried really hard. The substitute called the keeper into the action. So did Frankie, but neither were able to penetrate and go past the keeper and find the back of the net of Red Star. But it is the team in red leading 2 goals to the good, as these are the 2 goals, the first in that first half on the 43rd minute mark. Supun Dhananjaya and then Jerome. Well, that was a goal that caught everyone off guard, including the goalkeeper. Jerome firing hard, winning back possession. now trying to do it all on his own. Well, in fact, he has to do it all on his own because he does not have support. From one end to the other, Metahan does really well. But now Jerome. Concerning sights, but we'll all be hoping that there's not too much damage done. As we have a look at the goals, Supun Dhananjay was the first in the first half on the 43rd minute mark, and then Jerome. What a delivery, what a strike rather. Taking it instantly and catching the goalkeeper off guard. And bringing about a trademark celebration as well. Taking as long as he can to get back on his feet is Jerome. His team is 2 goals to the good. And why not? Fahir to throw in.
Red Star will have to play with just 10 men for the next minute or so.
Yes.
Frankie takes effort, shot blocked. Desperate times here for Blue Star. Less than 15 minutes plus added time to be played. The crunching tackle by Shuaib. Jerry. Lianage, back to Jerry. Throw in for Blue Star. Lianage. Cross to Alexei.
Blue Star still trying extremely hard to unlock this Red Star defense. But by the looks of it, they have still not been able to do so. Supun Dhananjay being played through. Here's an opportunity. Cutting it back, but a tame cut back on that occasion. Supun Dhananjay did all the hard work apart from that final pass there.
He did a better delivery than that across the face of the goal. And Blue Star not really taking proper use of the big man Shesrin and Alexei up front. One would think that he'd be used as a target man up front to hold the ball up, feet to the left and the right flanks, but no, they didn't do that in the earlier game. nor are they doing it here.
Supundananje trying to break. Andrew finds the ball back at the feet of Supundananje, trying to get the cross back again, but again only able to find Udayanga Pereira's grateful hands. Now the game opening up as Red Stars look to make a substitution. Substitution is halted as Farhat gets back to his feet gingerly. Space opening up vastly for Red Star as Blue Star pushes bodies forward. Jerry trying to pick out that pass which picks open the defense, but the Red Star players are holding firm. Change of wings for Lienage and Shifan. Now looking for Supun Dhananjay. Jerry trying to find Frankie, but unable to do so. Now lovely bit of play there by Shashrin. But he too unable to pick open the defense. Here's an opportunity for Blue Star as a substitution is being made. Badran is taken out and replaced by Faisal Fazullah.
Substitution for Red Star. Jersey number 12, Mohammad Badran is replaced by jersey number 7, Faisal Fazulullah.
Jerry Ombebe with bodies to aim at, but may look for the direct option. Keeper punches as Andrew clears the ball out. Jerry seemingly having to do everything for his team. Here's an opportunity. Mubarak, the ball slips out of his grasp, but thankfully finds only his teammate calling for it, but unfortunately leaving it behind, and it was Ijaz who had to do the cleaning up for his goalkeeper. Will no doubt be thankful to him for doing that on the line, as Lairu Taraka Silva too has played his part. Substitution just paused for a minute as the game goes on. Now Shifan trying with his left foot, but the ball ricochets back onto him. And now the substitution, which we see Lairu out and replaced by Mohammad Rashad.
Substitution for Blue Star. Jersey number 7, Lairu Tarek Silva, is replaced by jersey number 11, Mohammad Rashad.
With a little over 5 minutes in regulation time and a bit of added on time left, Blue Star still in search of that elusive opener. Chamod Dilshan picked. Blue Star somehow keeping hold of position through Kofi. Now down the right flank, searching for it, but unable to find a pass. Jerry with a bit of space in front of him, trying to get that cross. He manages to do so. What a header there, but unfortunately for Frankie, just unable to keep it below the crossbar. He had to generate all the pace because it was a looped up cross. He did generate the pace, but just unable to keep it on target. So another chance goes big in. Chance after chance. And those sort of opportunities not being buried does not help their cause. Here's a substitute. Taking out his opponent.
Well, Ijaz is already on a yellow card. Beg your pardon, this looks like it's Ajmer. He took the ball, but the follow through. Taking out Mohammad Rashad, the substitute. Baffled as to how Rashad got the yellow card.
I think now he was the referee said that he caught his opponent on the follow through. Looking for Rashad. Ball finds him. Trying to find a bit of space to get that cross in, but unable. Jerry takes it quickly, teases it in, but again neither Blue Star player is able to find that telling cross nor the finish product, the final execution letting them down, as a whole host of substitutions are being made. Ali Hassan comes in.
Double substitution for Red Stars.
Andrew Dilaction goes out and is replaced by Richard.
Jersey number 20, Supundanan.
Jerry finds Rashad. Getting in the cross, but again Metahan is well placed to defuse it. Any threats been put under wraps. Jerry dinking it over, but again who else but Metahan. As 5 minutes of added on time is
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes.
confirmed by the fourth official. Cross coming in. Shifan trying to rise high, but unfortunately isn't able to do so. Jerry has been pulling strings from midfield, but unable to find that telling deadly pass that he would be hoping for. Again, Shifan trying his best. But I think Chamod Dilshan and his team has done extremely well to be able to defuse their opponents, and now seem to be coming on good. Richard trying to take the shot, but again nothing really on. Down the near touchline, trying to get away, but does really well, does the defender. Looking for Jerry, his fellow teammate Frankie. Richard trying to get the ball into the box. Jerry, and in fact Frankie, but again unable to get enough behind that delivery, as chance after chance goes begging for Blue Star. Red Star slowly but surely clamping on to their first victory by the looks of it. Moments away from doing so. Taking the ball into the corner, trying to run time down. Hopeful delivery, but doesn't really fall at the feet of a Blue Star player. Red Star managing to hold on after scoring those 2 goals. Blue Star, on the other hand, just unable to pick open the defense of the boys in red. Jerome. And that's it. Red Star complete their first win in the 3rd game of this Super League season. And what a fight they had to put up. Both teams gave it their all, but unfortunately it was the red half of Kalutara who ends the game with a 2-goal victory. First goal coming on the 43rd minute in the first half by Supun Dhananjaya, and the second in the 65th minute through Asande Jerome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And what a game of football we have witnessed here. Mohammad Ramis's Red Stars get the better out of Hamza Hassan's Blue Star, as the two brothers congratulate each other and the teams. Share a word after an exhausting 90 minutes. What a game it has been, as the two teams have no doubt put on a valiant show here at Sugadadasa. The 12th game of this Super League competition. Jerry Ombebe with a long face and why not after a defeat. Red Star 2, Blue Star 0. As we have a look at the highlights from that second half, Red Star tried hard, but it was the team in blue, and this is that all important second goal by Jerome. Caught everyone off guard, got that shot away, and what a goal it was. And from then on it was the blue half trying their utmost, but unfortunately they weren't able to. Jerome tried hard, so did Supun Dhananjaya. Jerry, a lone warrior for his Blue Star outfit, but it wasn't meant to be for Jerry and his troops, as Red Star got away and managed to secure a 2-0 hard-fought victory. And special note goes to Mubarak, the keeper, who has been awarded the player of the match and held firm. Renown sitting pretty on top, 3 wins out of 3. Upcountry Lions and Seahawks in second and third place with 6 points each. Goal difference separating the two teams, while Colombo FC the other and the fourth unbeaten team in fourth position. Red Star move up into 5th place, just above Blue Star Blue Eagles in 7th, Defenders in 8th, New Young in 9, and Ratnam at the rot of the table in 10th position, having conceded 10 goals. A tough season for them, but it's only the beginning. This is the points table at the end of 12 games, and this tournament is no doubt going into its money end. So this evening the game has come to an end with Red Star getting their first win and scoring their first goal of this competition. Blue Star unfortunately unable to build on their victory. Now we will go down to Navod as he has the player of the match, Mubarak, the goalkeeper from Red Star.
අප සමග එකතු වෙනවා අද තරඟයේ වීරයා රෙඩ් ස්ටාර් කණ්ඩායමේ දල් රකින ක්‍රීඩක මොහමඩ් මුබාරක් අද වැදගත් තරඟයක් වුණා රෙඩ් ස්ටාර් කණ්ඩායමට මොකද ක්‍රොස් ටවුන් රයිවල්ස් බ්ලූ ස්ටාර් එක තමයි තරඟය වදින්නේ ඒ වගේම තමයි මීට පෙර පැවති තරඟයේ 4-0ක් වශයෙන් අප් කන්ට්‍රි වලට පෙරදුනා අද තරඟයේ ජයග්‍රහණය මොන වගේ වැදගත්කමක්ද තියෙන්නේ රෙඩ් ස්ටාර් කණ්ඩායමට
ඔව් මේ ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම ෆස්ට් වලදී තැන්ක්ස් කරනවා අල්හම්දුලිල්ලා මේ අද තරඟය මේ ගොඩාක් වැදගත් වුණා අපිට අර පොයින්ට්ස් තුනක් ගන්න මේ බ්ලූ ස්ටාර් මැච් එක රයිවල් මැච් එකක් ඒ හින්දා අපි හොඳ කම්බැක් එකක් දුන්නා තමයි මේ ටීම් මේ අපේ ස්ටාෆ් මැනේජ්මන්ට් කෝච්ලා ඔක්කොම කතා කරගෙන ආවේ ඉතින් මේ එක වශයෙන් ඔක්කොම සෙල්ලම් කරා මා ඇතුළු ක්‍රීඩා සමාජය ඔක්කොම ඊට පස්සේ අර මේ අපේ පොයින්ට්ස් තුන ගන්න හම්බ වුණා
ඒ වගේම තමයි අද ඔයාගේ පර්ෆෝමන්ස් එක ගැන ඔයාගේ මොකක්ද ඔයාගේ අදහස
ඒකේ ගොඩක් සතුටුයි කම්බැක් එකක් දුන්නා ඊට මේ කලින් මැච් එක 4-0 පෙරදුනා ඊට පස්සේ ඒකේ මිස්ටේක් කොහොම හදාගෙන මේ කම්බැක් එක දුන්නා ගොඩක් සතුටුයි
බොහොම ස්තුතියි ඉදිරි තරඟවල සුබවතනම් මුබාරක්.
That was Mohammad Mubarak with his say after that tough encounter against hometown rivals Red Star. That brings an end to this second game in week 3. Renowned hammering 10 against New Young. Red Star now securing a victory against Blue Star. Tomorrow it will be Colombo FC taking on Ratnam, as the team in yellow will no doubt want to put Ratnam under more pressure. And then game 14 will no doubt be the fixture of this week 3. Seahawks unbeaten, set to take on Upcountry Lions, who are sitting pretty with plenty of goals up their back tally. Finally, it will be Blue Stars against Blue Eagles, rather beg your pardon, against Defenders to round off week 3 of this Super League 2026 tournament. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for you from this telecast here from Sugadadasa. And until we meet you tomorrow evening, it's thank you and goodbye.